Continuing point. Like, actually, this time. Where's the review there? So, Sergeant Gutenberg here was an experiment I conducted. So this text field into which you can put a soldier's name has a limit of 16,800 something characters. 2 to the 14 characters. I think that's what the count was. Let me just go. Yeah, 16,383, 2 to the 14 minus 1. Now, I would still need over 200 soldiers to inscribe the full text of Les Miserables into their nameplates. But that's because that's a 3 million character long monstrosity. Victor Hugo starts writing and does not stop until someone is dead. Sergeant Gutenberg here just barely didn't make it out of the table of contents. Now, on the other hand, I would only need like 24 soldiers to inscribe the complete text of H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds. Also, I'm scrolling backwards through this now. So they're like buffering this a little bit at a time rather than even throwing the entire string into memory at once. That's smart. That's clever. Now, what happens if you try to bring this soldier into battle is it won't try to write this entire name to the screen. It will just keep showing the last name that you had highlighted. So there's a practical upper limit on characters somewhere of how long a string it will actually draw before giving up, before seeing what you're up to and refusing to engage. So as much as I said this will be a real session of Phoenix Point, let's still just conduct a little experiment here. Let's just take the title and the disclaimer. Sergeant Gutenberg is now The War of the Worlds, Project Gutenberg's The War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells. This ebook is for use of anyone, anywhere in the United States and most other parts of the world at no cost, and with almost no restrictions whatsoever. You may copy it, give it away, or reuse it under the terms of the Project Gutenberg license included in this ebook, or online at www.gutenberg.org. If you are not located in the United States, you'll have to check the laws of your country where you are located before using this ebook. A champion, to be sure. I just quickly go dive into the crab nest again. What's the limit? It is somewhere beyond I am tired of all these remarks about my giant hand, the first such of which occurred in, etc., etc., etc. Alright, we got 2 Ben Dohertys. So it's less than that. This is important combat data. So in practice, they're probably going to clamp the names down to whatever the practical character limit is. Or could even, if they are cowards, disappointingly bring the character limit down to something more usual. They really have no reason to, though. It's the year 2019. Data is okay. You can store a lot of data. So let's just try the first line of the disclaimer. Sergeant Gutenberg is now this ebook is for use of anyone anywhere in the United States and most of the rest of the world, no cost and with almost no restrictions whatsoever. Yeah, I can determine what this limit is in log n if I'm, actually being methodical about it. Ben Doherty. And this ebook is for use of anyone anywhere in the United States and most other parts of the world at no cost with almost no restrictions whatsoever. Hey! Line breaks. You can put line breaks in a soldier's name and it will try to use the line breaks. That's probably why Les Mis' table of contents doc text didn't want to draw it. It had too many lines. Now this is only 3 lines, so what if I remove the line breaks? What if I put the entire disclaimer on 1 line? What happens then? Or, okay, so we know there's 3 lines, and probably 2 lines will look better. You can see the 3rd line is starting to run into the UI, so that's not acceptable. So, yeah, let me just go ahead and... I should have this open in Notepad++, not in Notepad regular. Alright, so let's try getting that entire string onto 1 line. At what point do you take a movement penalty for carrying around this giant dog tag? Probably you print a dog tag with a QR code that links to Project Gutenberg. Alright. There's your name now. And let's just go ahead and quick save it this time. And into the crab nest. No one uses the entire name in conversation. It's just Sarge ebooks. So there's Ben Doherty. Okay, so that's how wide the screen is. It is 1 first line of the War of the Worlds disclaimer. At least at this resolution, if I were running at higher than 720, would more fit in. Now there's a mystery. So that's 234 characters on that one line of text. So if I give it a second line of text... Okay, the entire disclaimer will span 3 lines at that level of attention. Did it scale the font size? How much of a best effort is Phoenix Point making to draw this string to the screen? Was the entire contents of Les Miserables, table of contents of Les Miserables, trying to be drawn on screen but downscaled to the point of invisibility? Ben Doherty and Ben Doherty. Okay. That's a step too far. So it is also part raw character limit. So let's get closer to the truth. It is at least 236. Alright, so this time 385 characters. $257 is plausible as a cutoff point. 256. Ben Doherty. The War of the Worlds, Project Gutenberg's The War of the Worlds. So it's somewhere between a line and a half and a full 2 lines. Where that full 2 lines was 468. Once I've experimentally determined the true character limit of names. Practical, the display limit of names. Then we'll start rating this crab hive. Since before the previous run bugged out, whoop, hold on. That run was almost a success while we were running out of ammo, and now I know how to generate more ammo. Alright, so now, if you are located outside of the United States, are you within character limit? For an attack on Crab? Alright, so it's higher than 430. Is it 512? Well, no, it wouldn't be, because we exceeded that with 468. It's not a clean power of 2, it's something else. So, 445. This isn't something QA would normally test or care about. It's something I will test. Because it's courageous. Because it's bold. Because this is what the AAA studios are afraid to do. Alright, so that's too much. As mentioned, this is what happens with an oversized name. He just keeps... The UI just leaves behind the last name it tried to draw. It fails to overwrite. But otherwise, this doesn't interfere with the movement of the engine. What other special characters work? What character space is that operating in? You gotta wonder. So it's less than 445. Let's try 437. What are string lengths in most common languages? Strings are usually dynamic length. The way strings work, what differentiates them from a flat character array, is that you have the start of the string and some kind of terminating character that ends the string. And the string is however much data is between those 2 points. That's also too much. 430 then. Yeah, the limits that will result to length of a parsable string are, like, hardware level. OS level. You can usually in turn then also treat a string as an array, because all data is the same, actually. But the flexible nature of strings means that you can then, like, depending on what environment you fed them into, you can dynamically embiggen or truncate them, or otherwise jumble them about. Strings that know how long they are have been wrapped in a container to provide them that functionality. And internally, they are otherwise wiggling themselves through memory. If you are not located in the United States. That's 430. And 437 was too many. About 434. If you're not located in the United States, change weapon here. Also, for relevance to here, Unity uses C#. So, strings in Unity are using C rules. And we're back to 2 Ben Dohertys. Where also, even when you're in the case of the C suffixes, each of them contains the lower versions of the language and extends them. If you are to the United States, yeah, eh. So the fact that it's 2 to the 14 means it's not the default basic upper limit on what C will let you make a string. Out of sheer, that's a bigger number than it can count internally. Ben Doherty. Project Gutenberg. So, 432 characters are willing to be drawn to the screen. That's wild. And it was seen that it's willing to put 3 lines. Now, is it willing to put more lines of less text? I'm gonna go grab 428 characters across a larger number of lines. This is important research, necessary for violence against Crab. Alright, Sergeant Gutenberg, you're now... No one would have believed in the last years of the 19th century that human affairs were being watched keenly and closely by intelligences greater than man's and yet as mortal as his own. And yet as they busied themselves about their various concerns, they were scrutinized and studied, perhaps as narrowly as a man with a microscope might study the transient creatures that swarm and multiply in a drop of water. Ben Doherty, alright, so line limit is also quite large. Actually, it's willing to print a lot of lines. And it is the character limit that we ran into, not the row limit. So here's no one would have believed in the last years of the 19th century that this world was being watched keenly and closely by intelligences greater than man's that yet as mortal as his own. That as men busied themselves about their various concerns, they were scrutinized and studied perhaps almost as narrowly as a man with a microscope might scrutinize transient creatures that swarm and multiply in a drop of water. Good stuff. Also, yeah, there's some vertical justification there. It's centered at the place where the character's name is supposed to go, instead of starting there and then writing onward and onward down the screen. Alright, so now let's actually gear up the squad and go do battle with Crab. Yeah, so you have a bunch of machine gun ammo and a med kit. I don't have a sample spare clip for the defense gun to replicate. That's a bit of a problem. Can make some pistol rounds, though. Give you extra pistol rounds. That should do. Enough for an orb. And I need to go find someone who I can hook into to provide... Assault rifle? Do I have assault rifle clips anywhere? Anywhere at all? Actually, wait, yeah, there's a defender clip. On my other tech, so... Make a couple of those. Get a spare. You get spares. Still need that main fighting rifle ammo. It does cost a bit of tech to make more grenade. I'm okay with leaving those out. As long as we have more bullet, I can work with that. And so, for no one would have believed, I get another pistol. You will have a sidearm, and you will use that more extensively, since these actually work pretty well for a lot of things. Especially with the exertion skills on the assault troop. And just be sure to keep a spare each of these just in storage. The necessary seed from which to grow more crystal ammo. Now, time for crab. Now the thought of, are there any, like, injection vulnerabilities created by soldier names? Probably not. But what if? Imagine. Let's see, you're a mist dispenser, so I'm not worried about you. Worried about you, crab dispenser. Yes, there's 2 hatch alarms there, 1 mist dispenser over there. Right, the big gun also has armor shredding properties. It does good work. Yeah, I want heavier weaponry to try to chew into this thing. Hmm. The opening moves, we've neutralized 2 alarms, destroyed 1 egg. And I don't want to start working on the other alarm yet. Got a line to it. That's enough for now. Come on in, crab with shield. Okay, it forgot to leave action cam, but that was fixable. Gotta remember to clone a turret and leave that in storage. It's fine. Since, once again, so general plan that was followed during the previous raid. Turret back here, and then a turret up here will cover our exit path, and then we move into the core, fighting as many crab as necessary. Yeah, so I'm actually going to start backing away from this direction. Any crab who are in there will mosey on out to join us eventually. They've said they might bring this to consoles. Maybe? I'm not sure. I don't follow much of the news relating to this. The overall release date is currently scheduled for September 2019. The next backer build will be in March. That is the available crab timeline. And you're fine. Glue your skull back together and you're good to go. Go get 'em. And up here we have, from the title screen. We didn't get to see any of that during the last crab raid. What's your move? Let me get a look at you. Got a torso. Telepathy. From your 3 heads. Meat pillar. That means you are my tech who still has a turret? Yes. I want you to set up here. Crab maneuvers. Just barely made it. Gun is helping. Gun knows only how to help. Wait, why aren't you carrying any? Right, because I don't have any. Yeah, alright. Yeah, you're spent pistol time. Until I get another assault trooper to pop out of the aether. I have what I have. Is the ceiling low enough for me to just pop a grenade over there? Yeah. Alright then. And give him the duo. Well, he's awake now. One head broken, two heads online. But if I just tear open the root... Right, you were already spent correcting help. Approach me, Crab. They really like trying to chop up my assaults, even when the assaults aren't at the front of the team. Someone else around here has a grenade, right? Could have the heavy double back and explode those crab. Well, one of those crab. You have grenade, but I'd rather you be moving up this way to get ready to plant the other turret. You have grenade. But it would take a while to get you all the way back here. Alright, so what broke? Okay, they heavily damaged your rifle. No one would have believed. Which is fine because it's empty, so... Pistol time. Crab, you've gained nothing. I do want to resolve these crab before continuing to move forward. The long-range Overwatch headshot into advancing crab. That's what we look for. That's what you train for. Gun is a tool for helping. Hey, who let you hatch? What woke you up? Gun is not a doctor. Gun should not be trusted to perform surgeries. right, I should be meleeing at this range. I still... Nah, overshot for that. Oh well. Bullets, then. Ah, Crab, you wanna... Hello. Yes, there you are. If your ally's skull has been torn open by a crab, just use your cyber arm to glue it back together. This is what you train for. Okay, that is at least just a normal crab. Crab may have already converged on their optimal state of being. It's Crab. If the turrets had regular Overwatch shots, they would be too loud and rowdy. The way they fit into the initiative right now seems correct. Turret already does enough with reaction fire and then one regular attack. This raid is going poorly. Turret should have incredibly good aim. It's a gun on legs. And a robot. That's all it does. That's all it's for. Just the claw and a grenade. What more do you need? So yeah, that is happening occasionally. Hey, UI, you just lied to me about that being a blue square. That was a more than 50% action cost to move from there to there. Was kind of counting on using that grenade. Which crab dare approach? Who will be next? Who will be first? Okay, there's another pillar up there. Mist dispenser? Yeah, mist dispenser. Didn't I give you pistol ammo? Where's your... Did they break your gun? They've not broken your gun. Why didn't you reload your gun? Said, hey, reload your gun. Why didn't you feed your gun? Your gun is empty. Fumbling. Why though? Who does that help? Team, please defeat Egg. You were equipped to deal with Egg. Egg has been handled. There. Glue your arm back together. Stop fumbling reloads. But previously we made it as far as here. Before bugs occurred and cut off the raid. So aside from being down one soldier, we're in okay shape. Just need to find out what part of this actually is the core. Or if slay all crab is the more accurate objective marker. Since one of those possibilities involves going back and sweeping all the hallways for Egg. Can't quite grenade. There, you did it. Hold off on the pillar until I can get everyone after the pillar. Probably where this grenade is going. Don't worry, that pillar is all the way up there. It'll be a bit before we even reach it. I feel like we knew of another crab that could have been coming at us from here. Or was that the one that went all the way into the core and was torn apart? Yeah, even armor all the way through. Don't have the willpower to empty the entire gun into you. That seems worthwhile, though. Are you just barely not... Is that not a hit on the crab? Well, on the spire. The crab. Only need to land the one hit to the dome to neutralize it. No one would have believed. No one would have believed. No one would have believed. Okay, mist. There's some mist. Yeah, go for it. Whatever that is. Let's go contact the zone. Oh, hello there. Fumble Watch. Okay, that's just one of those willpower markers. Those will probably become objectives for stuff to do in the future. For now, it's just, you did it. Nice. Got there. So if the true objective is indeed just destroy all enemies, that means this hive will run out of crab eventually. So that setup worked well. They charge forward, the machine gunner probably breaks their shield off, and then these two finish the job. You two are looking to coax out any remaining resistance in the core. It's fine. There are a few missing animations in this build. Don't worry about it. So, Mist is crab-friendly smokescreen. It provides some buffs to crab. Hey! Hey, what's this thing? Hey, you look important. That large. That's the spawner. That's meat. There's meat here. Rally the troops so that this pistolier can double exert. Try to put as many bullets into the meat mound as possible. You got this. Okay, so there's the cap on doing too much of that. One reload attempt per turn. Yell at it. Two technicians wouldn't be able to chain shout forever. This also costs action. I'm for crab. Time from crab. Defeat the thing. Thing slain. Mission accomplished. We are down to soldier, though. Otherwise, good mission. Wait, no, that's the wrong thing. I now have several extra entire guns. Useful since yours broke. Though the stench zone is still growing, so that probably just means there's additional nests somewhere. these folks specifically don't like me, so I can't install anything there. Let's find out. Yes. Yes, you can. Well, things are quiet here. Hello. Okay. Additional Phoenix base. What's up? Free Armadillo. What's up? Well, wait. So, it's here. How much space do you take up on the crew then? Four spaces? And we have located a battle. Good day, fellows. What will Armadillo bring to battle? Alright, it big. It big. Three armor as well. Let me look at your bits here. Yeah, you got side plate with 4 armor, 2 armor on the wheels, 3 armor on the back. Probably 4 or maybe even 5 on the front plate. Maybe we'll find even a single magazine of... hello. Hello, Square. Hey, Square, what do you mean? Someone has to drive car. Someone can drive car. Car is ready. Which crab dare face car? There's one known crab. There is some known loot. Okay, it has sight, but very poor sight. 8-4 damage shots? Not bad. And it can't overwatch with this cannon. Understandable. Hey, finally a gun crab! Hello, gun-having crab. And then even more folks could pile into the APC. We can... It is an APC. We can make ourselves a party van. Is that circuit breaker seriously blocking that tile from being walked through? Really? That seems weird. Converge on me, crab. Gun and shield means they aren't gun and grenade, so that's helpful. Especially if Kara can resist bullets really reliably. Alright, so that would be a hit to the tire. Alright, many crab with gun. Let's get introduced. You. Yes, I think those are like 4 damage bullets. Which means the hull is immune to these crab. They can only hope to shoot out the tires and immobilize it. Yes, this is what happens when you face crab with gun in a big open field. Kill zones emerge. It's great. Crab neutralized. Yeah, fortunately, that's a good enough firing position for all of this. It'd be nice to also have them on the roof, but this'll do. Alright, and the soldier can be told to disembark from the vehicle. Separately from being the driver of the vehicle. The vehicle has its own action points. All of its tires, well, but one of its tires are wounded. Okay, some of those shots are getting into the backplate. And the top. With enough bullets, they will find a way in. Crab. Or crab. Critical tactical decisions. Yeah, tank needs to avoid getting flanked. I did say there was more than one map. They exist. And yeah, let's try to sneak the technician back over to the tank so they can do a repair job. Just gotta get in there. The tank is doing its job of providing a focal point for the enemy to wrap around. It's absorbed a lot of bullets. Yeah, if you want to go hide, that's fine. You're dealt with. Yeah, that's the better opening there. The combination leg and headshot. But what if you board the truck? Five reaction shots will be coming at the armadillo. It's once they... Now, in order to flank it, they have to close in. And then these two can punish anybody who dares enter this street. Or that alley. Wait. Truck, where'd all your health go? Damage added up during the reaction fire. Alright, there's Crab there. Got him. Right, they probably have armor shredding on their guns. So the sheer volume of bullets eventually managed to dig its way through the front plate. Hey, look, it's balance. It's systems. I know those. Yeah, front plate is broken. We should abandon the truck. Truck has abandoned us. Well, that's a mission. That's some valuable combat data. Truck is good. Truck is less invulnerable than I initially gave it credit for, and that's useful and important. That's necessary to making Truck a healthy part of the ecosystem. If I had abandoned it that turn instead of sitting in it, waiting to explode, those two soldiers would be fighting on and fine. Gun crab is quite real. That'll mark the end of this run. Next session would want to be a fresh start anyway, really, since this run started without the knowledge of how to make more ammunition for yourself. That's already a leg up. Your skull is broken. Your legs are fine. Like, what if I had made more grenade packs? Or more anything else? Limitless possibilities. Regarding making Crab fight Crab, one of the 3 NPC factions, he is a cult who's trying to retame the sea. They use hybrid crab technologies. Got Crab faction, Tech faction, and I don't recall what third faction is. They do something. I haven't seen Crab run out of bullets. They might, though. No one would have believed. Okay, we are in fact lodged inside of the pole now here. They're inside our weird blind spot. The Heavy, though, is quite durable. Heavy is nearly as durable as the car was. Could make more armor. The Siege of War Truck does a pretty good demonstration of how the health system can do good things. The difference between location damage and the overall health bar. Where, like, universally, the total HP of the unit is less than the sum of all its parts of health. So if we were fighting some sort of crab tank of similar heft, you would have options for how to dismantle it, even if you don't have heavy armor-piercing weaponry. You could look for soft spots to deplete, weakening it in the process. Yeah, there should be a self-examination, a status window, so you can look at your soldiers in detail in the middle of the field. I think that's built into the inventory, actually. Sort of. Let's take a look. Get it once the crab are done. Is it what, 6 or 7 total crab converging? Oh no, I am tired of all these remarks about my giant hand. Just avoid 1 more damage. Exactly made it. Check your inventory. Nah, this just has equipment stats in it. Where you can track the health of your gear, but not the health of your you. Yeah, so that's something missing at this point. And you don't have any weapons left that you can use, so... Okay, yeah, they don't have an animation for vaulting over the edge of a building yet. That's just missing outright. Hey, another crab! Units should also definitely have some kind of fallback melee attack. Just in general. For this situation of, you just can't do anything now. What if you could, though? I mean, crab's right there. Although, both your arms are broken, so it would have to be, what, a stomp, headbutt, tackle, something. And of course, as the mission started to go bad, if I were intending to carry on, the thing to do would have just been to go to the evac point, just leave. You decide how deep in you want to get in battle. And we had only just begun to engage. As things went sour, we could have just booked it. They're afraid. Well, if that's how you're gonna play it, let's leave. Try to stop me, crabs. I think they've done it. They might have this figured out. I did ask nicely. Haven remains under attack. May as well roll the new start right away. Go ahead and overwrite the old file. See what we get map-wise. No, let's not. Sure, yeah, give me nothing within refueling range of my start location. Great, good plan. Cool map. Better. Much better. Yeah. Yeah, Centercom. Himalayacom. Yeah. Battle crabs in Afghanistan. Yeah, rising sea levels. Did some real remodeling over here. Revenge of a Royal Sea. It's back. It's angry. And yeah, it looks like the Caspian might actually escape back out to the rest now. Neat. Still haven't managed to confirm if these stars are like accurate. This texture is probably sitting somewhere in the files. You could just rip it out and look at it. See if these are pointed in the right direction. Also, look at that good... Yeah, the Antarctic. Kind of an archipelago. Got a lot of gaps. A lot of texture hidden under the ice. Anyway, next time.